Hello, chat. You can hear me, right? You should be able to hear me fine. I hope you've been having a fantastic week. I have. I've had a fantastic week. Yesterday was a holiday. Today was a work day, and what is a better work than streaming on Twitch, right? I've decided if anybody wants to just gift me $3 million, I will retire and I will full-time stream on Twitch and make data tools in Go. Full-time. That'll be my full-time, that's all I will do. What is better work than streaming on Twitch? That's subjective and depends on your goals. Some people may find traditional employment more stable, while others prefer the flexibility and potential for higher income that streaming on Twitch can offer. It's important to consider what you enjoy doing and what aligns with your long-term aspirations. That sounds not like something that was generated by a chatbot, but something that was heavily prompt engineered by some engineers. What do you say, Rug? Anyway, I've decided. $3 million. I'll take it from anybody. We can start a GoFundMe. And when that GoFundMe hits $3 million, I will quit my job. And I will develop data tools full-time in Go. And that's all I will do. Data tools in Go for the entire world. Exactly. A GoFundMe. Exactly. A GoFundMe. Just to build data tools in Go. What else would we want? So I've been flopping back and forth on what I want to do today. In between, did we ever push up the code for that? Oh, it's just on main. In between working on this local test script, which is obviously the last thing I did on this computer, and I need to add some aliases to make this navigation easier. And working on metrics for Pedro, not on the Pedro refactor, on metrics for Pedro. So that would be probably a couple of XP bars, and then maybe setting up Prometheus, not on the same machine Pedro's running, but I could set it up on one of my 3 Raspberry Pis. And just pulling down metrics for Pedro, because I think that could be really fun. That, you know. Right, Pedro? So, that's what I'm in. I don't know. Honestly, I've been kind of bummed this week. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I ran out of time. I've just been after I get home from work, I eat dinner, take the dogs on a walk. Rug has a preference, and it's always Pedro, right? And then I'm out of time. Okay, well, if we're gonna work on this stuff, we should, make sure this Pedro refactor's up to... What can I help you with? Good job, Pedro. Oh, I need to resolve some conflicts. Pedro, that last joke he told you about walking into a bar and then getting lucky, that was garbage. That was the worst joke I've ever heard. You see, Rug? I am starting to not like 1Password SSH because I want there to just be one. Pedro said, "To be honest with you, I'm not a dad, and jokes are not my strength. But here's a list of my favorite dad jokes." And then because there was a new line, we didn't get the rest of it. But that's hilarious. That's good. That's good. Right. Pedro is the joke. Oh, Pedro agrees. Pedro says, Pedro agrees with you, Rug. Pedro is the joke. I have yeah, I know. You have to ask every time which one I'm using. I commissioned some emotes for the channel based on Pedro. So that should be fun. Oh, we just... Oh, we have one on this one and on main.go, so I'll open main.go next. Oh. I don't know if Pedro knows how to describe emojis. Yeah, we don't have that either. Oh, this is a party popper emoji. It's usually used to celebrate an achievement or a special moment. Pedro, what's your favorite emoji? Hello, Rugmat. I'm sorry, I don't know that. Please ask someone else. That's rude, Pedro. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got rid of this. Both of these, yeah, these are gone. And now it's just this, yes. Yep. Oh, we were supposed to kill the JSON body thing with the helpful links, right? Let's go ahead and kill this while we're at it. For Twitch chat, that encourages. So I had this game I made a long time ago. It was a 20 questions game. And I was thinking, it's just a web server. I could still build the web server. There's this tool. I forgot what it was called. I was talking to Chris Brousseau about it. But basically, it allows you to create more formulaic responses for Pedro. And so, if I have a web server that plays this 20 questions game, we could have Pedro play it with you. So it'd be chat versus Pedro 20 questions. So you'd say, Pedro, let's play 20 questions. And then Pedro comes up with a prompt. And then you would continue to interact with Pedro in that 20 questions game. What do you think? We'd have to figure out how to do it, like, efficiently. Like, we'd have to have some kind of a prefix or a command or something. What are my channel emotes? Okay. What was the other one I needed to do? Twitch handle message. Oh gosh. What is this if needs response? What happened to inserting it into the database? Oh, we are doing that. Okay. Well, at least here we know that that's good. We want to skip Nightbot. Do not persist messages from Nightbot, yeah. Because Pedro is no longer replacing Nightbot. I know that's what we were going to have Pedro do, but that is no longer the case. I thought it was called text. Yeah, there's a text. Why doesn't it like this? Oh, it doesn't like this. It's because this is just chat, not chat.text. Okay. No, get rebase continue. Merge conflict, only on one file. Oh. I just added this because it's a way better thing. Get rebase. Oh. It doesn't like it, does it? We'll just keep you there for a minute. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna need to, let me just... Copy. There we go. Do not pass go. Or do not pass... do not receive $100. right? Okay, let's push this, let's merge this, then we can do... No, I don't want to use... Should I just not use 1Password SSH keys? Okay, also, once we merge this, let's put, the server on main. Okay. Let's... We do need to do that, yep. These are all things we need to do. Oh, yeah, we added an interface for testing. Do you need to move the... Oh, you do need to move it? Yeah, we don't know where, though. Yeah, we had to add pointers to all the things. Ooh, we shouldn't have a spew in there anywhere. Okay, so it's not in GoMod, it's just in the sum? Oh, we removed it from mod. Okay, that's fine. That says respode, not respond. What is respode? Spell checking is too possible. Oh, that's not bad. How do you go to... Oh, yeah, this goes to the end. Cool. Notice how we don't ever hit any stop words because Pedro doesn't know anything about emotes. Oh, promptly. Promptly. You know, if you use git commit amend and you rewrite your history as much as Mariah does, it never looks like you couldn't spell. Oh, git push. Right? The other reason why I wanted to add some metrics, which is what we're going to end up doing today. Thanks. We're going to... Ooh. I need to delete that file. We don't need that here. Because we're just going to put that in the database. Oh yeah, we redid that here? Really? Oh yeah, we did redo. I mean, I know why we redid it. We redid it so we weren't printing to the standard out. We redid it so we could pull it in because Mariah got smart. I got so smart. And I realized we had no reason to be printing to the standard out that code. That didn't make any sense. Okay. I can't approve this, but I can say that, right? That's basically like approving. Okay. Let's restart Pedro. So you can still run. Git check out main. Git pull. Haha. Go build. Point Crow is live. If anybody's a Point Crow fan. Okay, Pedro is updated. Now we can work on Pedro on a clean branch. Oh gosh. And so yeah, this is a little bit of a sidetrack from our Pedro improvement story, but there are some things we need to figure out. So we definitely have to deal with some metrics here. And anybody who does any Go stuff knows that if you're going to send out metrics, you have to build a server. So let's make sure we don't currently have any servers running here. Why is this not in a Go routine? Because we have no chill. Because, well, basically this... I don't know why it's not in a Go routine. Oh. So typically where you would put such a server would be here. Well, this would where you would add the listen and serve. So I've set Prometheus up before. Well, but Prometheus metrics up before. Using a cheese server. I think what we're just gonna do is we're just gonna have a metric server and we're just gonna have a run function for it that will contain listen and serve. So we can just do a go, essentially something like a go server.run. I should have called it metrics because we don't. Are we going to use the server for anything that's not metrics? We shouldn't be. This should be the only thing we ever expose. Thank you! Make your metrics. So even though we're making a server, it's a metric server. So we'll do tab metrics server.go. So we'll have two functions here. Function. Well, we'll have a type server struct. We're not gonna. I don't know what we're gonna have in there yet. So, and then we'll have set up server. And then we'll have a server run. No, that's exactly what I want. And this would be, so for our mux, let's go ahead, let's do it the right way. Let's do it straight up the right way, and we can actually, we can use a mux server, and then we can also, what we can do is we can add tailscale into it, so the only things that can call my server have to be running on my tailnet. That would be the secure way, correct? If we ever cared about being secure. What am I building? Metrics. I'm responding to a tweet. Metrics for my Go Twitch. Go. Is it a Go plus LLM Twitch bot, or is it a Go LLM Twitch bot? It's just Pedro. Like... Oh, apparently I can't respond to you because you're too cool. Sorry, I just got distracted by Twitter. Does anybody else get distracted by Twitter when they're trying to get things done? Do you guys get distracted by Twitter when you're trying to get things done? So we'll have a server and then a server run. We should just straight up ask ChatGPT how to build this for us. Because... Only because I give a course on how to build web servers should we ask ChatGPT to build us a web server. Okay, I'm gonna give it the specifications, okay? And then we'll build mine and compare. Okay. I need a web server written in Golang. This web server uses a struct type called server to make all handler for its methods. There should be a setup function that sets up pprof, exp vars, and a Prometheus metrics endpoint. There should... Oh. We are using a mux server to keep the API private, and we will use tailscale to authenticate calls to the server. There should be a run function that calls the server. There should be a shutdown function that closes the server. Why would I use Gorilla Mux? Because it is no longer archived. That's why you would use Gorilla Mux. There's no tailscale in here, is there? Oh, but we do have prom HTTP, so they... We're... Oh, nice! I've never done pprof like this. I have never done pprof like that because I thought pprof already did that. We should try this. This we're gonna try. Because if pprof can be called like that, Mariah has new content as an official expert on pprof. And the reason to use Gorilla Mux, like, just to be honest, we're not gonna have that many, like, so far, we're not gonna be using any middleware or anything fancy because the only endpoints we want are our metrics endpoints. So, see, typically you would just do this, right? But I want to do something like this. So that we can, I don't know why we would have max header bytes. And to be fair, it's not going to be on 80/80. I typically do 60/60 when I do pprof, and we don't have a handler yet. And we're not going to do that, but we are going to keep a 10-second timeout. Oops. You can do this when you want something to be named the same thing. Since we should never explicitly call server.server, it'll be fine. Oh, right. I can't think of anything else I need right now. Are we returning an error there? We don't need an error. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. So here we need to do a couple things. pprof set up for me. We'll set up the XP bars first. And we will probably repeat them. Actually, to be fair, there's no need to have both. So we'll probably just do Prometheus later because I don't have a Prometheus server running anywhere. pprof is pretty simple to set up. This is you. Look at me. Thank you. Typically, I follow my example from here. Believe it or not, I have an example all about setting up pprof. Oh, I thought it was exercise 3. It is exercise 3. Oh, did I take out the example where you set up pprof? Where's my archived? Oh yeah, so this is fine. Now all I need to do is import pprof. Did my chat GPT do that? Did they import pprof? Oh, they did, so they're good. As long as pprof is imported, it runs in debug. So that's why we're gonna check this handle function in a minute. And then, so now pprof is set up. And so now for the xpvars, that's a little bit different because you have to set up the variables, and then we'll need to add some. They aren't. Look, they did it just right. This is exactly how you're supposed to notify. That's really good. Good job. They do have expvar, but they don't have any variables actually set up. So, like, it's not measuring anything. Hey, Cypher, how you doing? So typically we have to set these up. And we have to define what the variable is. Doing this. I'm good. So we need to do something in the init. So there's, again, I have another repo where I do this. Not this one. Today we are adding metrics to our LLM bot. So we're adding metrics to Pedro. The reason being, I'm just looking up examples of how I did this. Because there's a couple things we're doing. We're timing out. See? This is how we do it. And a publish. And this, they said it should be running in init. Cool. So we'll throw that into init. I'm not actually going to do that, though, because they did say that some stuff comes as a side effect. So we're going to be adding some memory stuff. Well, we add... I always say add pprof. We're going to be adding some metrics. There's a couple things. We're going to start with xpvars. And it's really fun that it says to set it up in funkinit because I don't need to do that. So there's a couple things we want to count, and this would allow me to remove some logs I have. So the first one we want to have is empty. response, and this will equal to xp var .int. Alright, that's how we did it. Yeah, okay. So xp var has several types. They have floats, they have ints. Strings. Oh, and maps? I don't know quite what we do with maps. But we're gonna use XP bars, and what we're gonna do we'll set them up here. We don't typically like global variables. But the other way we could do it is we could just straight up have it be in server. The reason I'm not doing that is because this... I kind of just want to add the count. So we're going to have an empty response. That's a big one. We're going to have responses... successful, and these are just counters. We should call this empty LLM response. We should call this successful LLM message gen, and this would be failed gen. Another thing that we get a lot of, I want to have something called Twitch connection count. I guess there's some best practice in Prometheus where you should add count or something. Okay. Received count and a Twitch message sent count. So this is where we're going to start. And here, when we set up our server, no. We would do XP vars, EXP vars publish. And now we set up, this basically sets up a name for each one. So that when we go to the web page, we can know what they look like. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. Get over yourself. See, this is what I did. Oh, it's just the type, not the equals. Derp dear. There we go. Oh, do they need to be pointers? I bet they do. I bet they need to be pointers. Where's my publish? This is so clouded and convoluted. Yep, pointers. Pedro, how many R's are in strawberry? I bet Pedro says 4. So now, let's start with Twitch in connection. So on connect, we're doing this log print. Now we should just be able to do server dot Twitch connection count add one. Right? Because on ints we have add. Sweet. That's exactly what we should do. And then here, well, no. We 100% message received goes here. Sorry, now let's save that. Here, we don't have an into the database, but we do have a say that we send here. So this should be server.twitch message sent count add one. Cool. And then when we go to, nope, you're fine. Pedro doesn't know. See, that's why. We can get an empty response. It may have reconnected. I'm sorry, but that was not a question. Yes, it is. How rude, Pedro. Oh, I missed it. Okay, starting from the top. Pedro, how many R's in strawberry today? Today, there is 1 R in strawberry. There are 2... but there are 2 R's in strawberry every day of the week. Have a nice day. Pedro said there was only 1 R today. I'm sorry, but that's not a question. Pedro. Oh my gosh. And see, and this is why I want to have Pedro emotes for when Pedro's being an idiot. Like that. Today there's only 1, but every other day of the week, there's 2 R's in strawberry. This is why we don't trust AI, guys. AI can't count. AI can't count. Okay, Pedro's doing good. I just need to pay more attention to Pedro. Or I should pay no attention to Pedro. One of the two. Okay, where were we? We're in handle message, so now we need to go to LLM, LangChain. We probably need to rename that. Here, right here, where we do call CLM, what blah blah blah, call LLM. I really don't care. We use this for every single thing. So here we should have a server dot. What was it? What did we call you? Oh, we called it over here. Successful LLM gen. That's where we should put that. Then we have failed LLM gen. Oh. That's just a straight up response, repeat, Pedro, but I'm glad you have emotes. Here. And then fail to get LLM response gets handled the layer up. Where is that empty? I'm really checking it in main. I mean, this is fine. But we should check this like way earlier. Like about right here. We will do server.empty llmgen.add1. Then we return it's not necessarily an error, but we at least get the right count, right? Oh, it's not server, it's metrics. Metrics. Metrics is a way better import. It's a way better import name than server. It's a metric server. Right? Oh. Ads are over. I don't know. There were, according to Twitch, there were ads. Empty LLM response and then successful LLM gen. Did I misspell successful? Why is somebody knocking on my door? Why is somebody ringing my doorbell? You go tell him who's boss. Yeah, I don't know who these people are. They're two girls. Now, two girls at a door gives you two options. Really? Like... And I live in Utah. So they're either missionaries, which they're wearing the wrong name tags, or they're salespeople, which they might be wearing the wrong name tags, but you never see two girls walking around. It's always guys in shorts and sunglasses trying to make the big money, right? Did I spell successful wrong? Yes, I did. Oh, they're definitely not my neighbors. Not my neighbors. Not my neighbors. Nobody trying to teach me about finding Jesus. Gotta be sales, and I don't want to buy a single thing they have to sell. I've been getting a lot of vacuum salesmen. Which is always fun. Yeah, so the reason I generally say don't use global variables. The reason I use them for metrics is because I don't want to write wrapper functions. Wrapper functions are stupid. Getters and setters are stupid because they already have them. It's add. So, like, why would I write a getter or a setter? Like, that's just dumb. So, in Go, getters and setters are super redundant anyway. So, the only time you will ever catch Mariah using globals is when they're variables I want are metrics that I want to be updated by various functions. That's about it. And they could be here, but that would make it anyway. Then the struct would have to be something that's attached to every other struct, and I mean, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense in this case. So metrics get the soy Pete stamp of approval for global variables in Go. I know you've always wanted a soy Pete stamp of approval. So there you go. I'm glad dads are over. You know, I could run without ads and be a nice person, but I like to think that my time is valuable. And even if it's only worth 35 cents, makes me feel special. You know? 35 cents makes me feel special. Last thing we needed was to add tail scale, right? I want to run this before I go back and throw this stuff on there. Because I'm really curious about that. I've also never done this. Oh, it doesn't know who them are. it's gonna take it probably like, you know, after like 35 streams, it won't get confused by this. Yeah, Pedro, what are you doing? And I love how, like, it doesn't like these three. So we're just gonna get rid of those. The other ones work great. Okay. Pedro is encouraging chat to participate by saying that Pedro is here to help. Pedro can tell you how to set up your computer, what programs are best for certain tasks, and can even give advice on how to use specific software. Pedro can't do any of that. Pedro's an idiot. But might make a good better president from the United States than some of the other ones. How come Pedro listens to you? Here's an example of how you could respond. Rugmat says... Oh, that's what I'm saying, yeah. From now on, I just need to say, Rugmat says, and Pedro will do it. Carita, how you doing? I'm doing great. Pick one of the following emotes and have chat and ask Twitch chat to post it. Using one of the following emotes as a call tag. ChatGPT knows how to get people to subscribe to my channel. Good job, ChatGPT. That's what we want people to do. I mean, following's also fine. Maybe after. I don't think, usually, I think getting 50 followers is a task. But, it's one of the tasks to achieve affiliate status, right? So, usually it's kind of bad form to beg for follows via chat. But, yeah, if you're streaming after, I will, I'll catch a stream and follow you. Okay, let's try that. That's pretty simple. Okay, and then what was I supposed to add? Tail scale. Why did you do that to me, Rug? I don't want to use VS Code. Gross. Okay, we'll use VS Code. I do it to myself. Just most people don't look at my puntas for words, right? Nobody's like, oh, what am I going to use my puntas for? Nobody thinks about that. Yeah, something like this. Oh, I just don't want anybody that's not Mariah to look at the webpage. And so since it's already running on a tailnet, I can do essentially what they're doing here, right? Where you use not this. They're using an echo router, of course. I did this when I worked at Tailscale. But basically, you can make it so that the only people that can call your API are people that are signed into Tailscale. So you're adding a middleware to your auth. And yes. It's just been a long time. Since I've done this. 2 years. Because I did this like right when I started working at Tailscale at the very beginning. I mean, just the... It'll be fine. I don't need it because I'm already... It's gonna be behind my firewall anyway, so it's not like I'm doing anything super fancy. Anyway. Oh, there it is. TS Web. Found it. So you can use TS Web as your auth middleware, essentially. Basically saying if they're not on Tailscale, we don't want them to access it, and so I could then add it to my things. I won't do that yet. I think we'll do that later. Oh, see, look. They use this. They can... They use EXP bars, and this converts it to Prometheus. Like, this is straight up how they would do it. The only thing... I don't think I'll do that. Because the things that I want in Prometheus specifically are probably what they would throw in their maps. But essentially, I want to know things, the latency reading specifically, and so those don't make any sense as XP bars unless you wanted to do, like, last call latency. And so it doesn't make any sense. We'll just do that in Prometheus. But as far as counts are fine. Okay. This is good. I would say this is a decent first pass. This is not a final pass. This is like a half pass, a pre-1 pass, right? Oh. I'm just committing. I'll change to VS Code. I'm just committing. This is just a commit. It's just the command line. No more Vim. At least this stream. And at least until RugMat disappears, which will be never. You're always online. Because I have Pedro running, and you're gonna be the first person to hack Pedro. Poof. Oh, I am Pedro's what we changed the bot to. That's a better name. Pedro. I don't know. Those like 3 words of instruction changes I added to Pedro, none of which affect Pedro's normal response cadence. All of it was to the scheduled posts. May break everything for us. See, Pedro's just being stupid. Okay. Sorry, I stopped Pedro. Git, check out. Oh, you have to, like, do it funny. Git pull. Oh, Pedro's stopped. Yeah, I'm restarting Pedro. Starting Pedro. Tape. Ooh. I broke it. I'll check out master again. There we go. I didn't think I changed anything. You can try and hack Pedro again, Rug. What the heck? Oh, I know why. We didn't call setup server before. And so this is why they told us to call it in init. Other things we should do, we should add database metrics. Like, there's a lot of stuff we can do, but I think we're gonna wait for... Okay. I'm opening VS Code now. It didn't even open in the right place. I chat with Copilot. You can chat with Copilot in the mobile app too. It's pretty bonkers. Looks like I never finished getting started with VS Code. I just never learned how to use VS Code. I should have done Zed, and then I would have just made you cringe. Does that count? What are some beginner tips for VS Code? Oh, Pedro. Teach me! Teach me the ways of VS Code, Pedro. Or just ask Rugmat. I could. Rugmat, the VS Code expert.
It's 3:30 p.m. Let's go grab a glass of water and snack.
I thought I've deleted both of those. You know, just a thing or two? Um... Should we try and set up Prometheus? Sounds like a hell of a task to do in an hour and a half. I don't need Grafana. Just to be fair, don't need Grafana. I have all of the above. Okay, let's try that. What is Prometheus? And Pedro tells us about the great god. That's what Pedro's gonna tell us, watch. Ooh, what's my webhost pi password? There shouldn't be. Hunter 2? Yeah, probably. Okay, you didn't used to be able to manage the Mac one from the terminal. That used to be a no bueno thing. I've only got one password it could be. Why is it asking for my password? That, by the way, is my user on this Mac. So, I have a bunch. I just wanted to use this Raspberry Pi because it's not doing anything. What if there's just no password? Oh, that's not it. No, I don't know. I don't remember ever setting up a password for that. Is it in 1Password? What did I call it? Web host? Nope, it's not in 1Password. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I also have this Raspberry Pi. Which is clearly fine. Clearly doesn't have a problem. Nope, that's not the one. Which I add all the time. Which theoretically should have a bunch of things in it. But my cron jobs don't work. I don't know why it doesn't work. Because I can run this, and it works just fine. Oh, I should have copied that. The point being, I can run this. Oh. Yeah. It used to work just fine. Now you've got me distracted with this. Which flag is invalid? None of them are. Stupid piece of garbage. Anyway. Theoretically, that's not the point. The point is, we can run Prometheus here. That's fine. And I'll figure out why my other Raspberry Pi is not working another day. Then it said to do a wget. Was that 2 words? Oh, it's hyphen. I've got disk space. Disk space is not what I'm concerned about. libc6, libc6, libc. I don't know why it told me to do this, but I'm sure it was a good thing. So while that happens, anybody have any fun news? Anything fun going on next week? I'm going to GopherCon. I leave on Sunday. And I will be back on Thursday. We always like GopherCon. It's a fun blast. I've got some t-shirts I'm giving out. I have them in a bag. I bought a duffel bag just for the purpose of giving them out. Because I only have like 200 t-shirts at my house. Because I thought, oh, I make content. I should have a merch store. And then after I set up a merch store and bought all of the merchandise, I was like, now how am I going to sell all this stuff? I decided I hate selling things. And since I'd already purchased everything, it was kind of a... It wasn't... I don't know. It was kind of... I couldn't do anything about it, right? Like, I couldn't say, well, here's your shirts back. So, I just brought them to my house. So, because a bunch of them have gophers on it, I'll go give them away at GopherCon, right? Okay, we can use wget, that's fine. But let's go make sure that we get the most up-to-date version of Prometheus, because... we don't know when the next time that Mariah's gonna update something will be. Oh! Smarter. Let's just run it as a Docker container. I said Prometheus. Is it prom/Prometheus? Oh, it needs to be a Docker IO thing. This is the straight thing. What's my container registries? Oh, I just don't have anyone. Maybe it's Podman start machine. Oh, I need to set up Podman, right? Podman. I don't even have it set up. Oh, so I do have the alias set up.
You really mustn't, darling.
They're annoying. Oh, do I just... Oh, that's where it needs to be. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Clearly I didn't set up something right about Podman. Where did it say? Should we try Podman login? Yeah, clearly I need a Docker login. Yes. Okay, so it's there now. That's there. What if I pulled this? That runs. Okay. Where was that run information? So we can do this, we just need to say Podman, not Docker. Okay, so now we have Podman up. So now we need to do Prometheus. No. I love that. Where's Prometheus's Go client? We'll just use the straight up Go client. Because that is how I run my life. it has two separate parts. One for instrumenting application code and one for creating clients that talk to a Prometheus API. Yes. We need both of those. Okay. Exemplars. I don't need a middleware because I'm not doing that. I just need a new registry. And then I need to set up basically variables. Right? I've done that before too. What? Where's the Mariah stuff again? I don't know what happened to my repo of stuff. Yep, that's it. Look how they do it themselves. So Prometheus is not hard to set up. And it's just a handler function, so we can throw it where literally anywhere we want to. Oh. Where's VS Code? So we have XP vars, so now we can just straight up go over here and go empty LLM response counter. Empty string. What's the wrap your thing command? Oh, it's just optionsy. Oh, what's the command that takes you to the beginning of a line? I knew this. I mean, I usually just cheat. Oh, there's a vim command that takes you directly to the beginning of a line. the home button does it? Yeah, but I have Vim bindings. Why would I want to... Command A takes you to the end. Actually... Command A allows you to insert at the end of the line. Command I allows you to insert at the beginning of the line. I don't think there's too many. I mean, it's right in the LLM, the NVim tutorial. It's like N or G or something. It's something pretty simple. Go def's not a thing. I can't call it docs that way. Isn't there? How do we go? Oh, go doc. Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought there was a way to just open the Go docs right from here. Oh gosh, I still don't have Vim command. Oh, it's not a thing. What is request durations? Oh, that's just a time. Ken, how are you doing, Ken? Glad to see you here. I'm struggling with Prometheus because I have to use VS Code. I typically do not do that. Oh, this must be in the must register. Oh, back in banter. You know, that one podcast appearance is literally the most fruitful podcast appearance I have ever had. That was a good... Oh, I can just do one must register and do a whole bunch of collectors? Mariah? Yeah, I'm glad you caught me live too. I am getting really frustrated with having multiple SSH keys now. I'm about to just go and delete the other one. Why didn't it like this? No, that should be fine. Oh, I know why. There we go. I had the ending parenthesis and thing. Yeah, no, it was I get a lot of people still reaching out to me from back-end banter. I've been on several podcasts. I've been on a lot of podcasts. I've been on Go Time. I've been on Arden Labs podcast. I've been on a lot of podcasts. And the only one where people like still... Oh my gosh, I can't even process Pedro's response. What did he just write there? Is he trying to tell people to write HTML? That's an unordered list in HTML, correct? There's no what prompt was that? Pedro's on Windows 10. Pedro's drug of choice is Windows 10. Oh gosh, what's your drug of choice? Mine apparently is Raspbian, the Raspberry Pi form of Debian. When I'm looking for a good time, that's where I go. My goodness. Oh gosh. Yeah, what was that, Pedro? That came out of the blue. Now, I need to listen to more back-end banter, because if everybody is as good of a podcast as Mariah's was, and it would probably be a really fruitful show, It's just not in my current rotation. I listen to, but I'm getting so tired of the Eng podcasts I listen to. So they're so annoying. Okay, yeah, that's better looking. So I might want to replace some of them with that. No, I want to add import. Go time's not going to help you learn Go. I would recommend listening. This is going to sound bad. I am a long time Go. I've listened to Go time since I started writing software. And I recommend the Cup O Go podcast over Go time. It is, if you want to learn Go, that's a much better podcast. Like the Go time podcast has it's a changelog podcast, and it's following the pattern of the JS Party podcast, I guess. And so they just kind of like talk around programming topics. But Cup of Go does a really good job of like getting into the language, which is what Go Time, the original podcast, used to do. Yeah, I know I need to import this. That's why I wanted you to add import. Yeah, check it out. It's really good. It just won't let me import it. You can do anything but import this. Anything you want but import. Learn with Go Test. I've heard of that. That's a good way to learn Go. Stop it. Okay, that worked. Why did the quick fix work and not the Go imports tool? Will somebody explain to me why VS Code is such a piece of garbage? And this is the VS Cool. Why was that plugin so hard to use when I could have just run go get and the exact same thing I just ran on the command line? I don't know if I'm a good developer or a bad developer. Don't software engineer. Either way, was I doing the Go tooling wrong in VS Code? Okay, so I have a new registry. Oh, go def's not a command. How do I connect this beautiful registry to my Prometheus. Right? That should be what my next thing is. Oh, I don't need to query anything from the Prometheus server. No, I just... need to connect Prometheus to my Go app. Connect Prometheus to Go app. Yeah, but where's the data getting stored? Yeah, I have a Prometheus server. Yeah, I have that. And that's running. Yeah, I know that that's how you query it. So, I have it running in Docker, which is fine. Ow. Sorry, I just bent my toe and it hurt. I never done this myself. I always have other people set this stuff up for me. And then what does Mariah do? Okay, so we just need to add a Prometheus YAML with my target endpoints. Oh. That's gonna suck. It's not gonna be able to query it. Oh gosh, I need to... Stupid tail scale! So... we'll have it running on metrics. And doing all that stuff. Metrics is fine. Like, that's fine. It can be on metrics. It can do whatever. So Pedro runs on my Windows machine. Using Tailscale. But for some stupid reason... I don't know why. But for some stupid reason, I have to allow each of my telnet addresses to... Oh, that was just for... This might work different. Now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, it might work different. I can't... We might need to set up a dev Pedro. I don't want to do that today. Oh, no. Do I have my... I do. 1 second. Hi, Lulu. Oh, you're being such a big girl. So, Lulu, my big dog. Lulu's beautiful. If you want to know who Lulu is, we have a couple of Lulu emotes. That's Lulu. Lulu's my big, beautiful dog. I have 2 dogs, Lulu and Max. But Lulu is my big, beautiful one. Lulu is terrified. Absolutely terrified of fireworks. Cannot. And it started, it starts from the first boom. She doesn't like thunderstorms, she doesn't like fireworks, she doesn't like anything. So, we gotta... Who just... Sorry. I don't like Stage Manager. So she doesn't like him. Right? Hates him. Last year I had to hold her. Every day there was fireworks. And so like for half of July, I was just straight up holding my giant dog. Can you see that? Is my capture card working? Yeah, I see just the black screen. The funny thing is I've had this work before. And it stopped working as soon as I... Oh, there we go. It's not saying it's working for you. I'm just saying... It's not recognizing that it's even plugged in. So that's part of the problem. She has been... Lulu... Because she is so attached... I mean, because of the fireworks, she has been just attached to me. Pegged to me for the past few days. Why isn't my capture card working today? Okay, so now... I promise you, I had this working like... a few days ago. It was on the screen for a minute there. You saw that, didn't you? It's probably... It's like... I don't know if it's the card or the cable. Yeah, it was a quick flash. It makes me feel like it was the cable. Well, that was a green flash. That was just me unplugging it and plugging it back in. I don't want to buy a new capture card. Anyway, so she's just sitting right here behind me. She has not left my side since 2 days ago. And she's usually a much more independent dog. She usually is likes to go be by herself in the dark, but yeah, she's terrified of fireworks. We have, and like she shakes. So we have medicine for her. I gave it to her last night and it kind of worked. But I don't know. So anyway, I feel like we're kind of stuck for a minute. Just a little stuck. So, anyway, let's go ahead and wrap up because I need... we need to get Pedro a dev environment. We need to get something where we can test, which probably means we're going to have to figure out a way to, when Pedro's in dev, not send messages to chat. Or fake an IRC, something like that. That way we can test these Prometheus things. We can deploy to Prometheus. Also in dev, we're gonna have to kill the LLM stuff. We'll have to mock that out too. So we can do that. I don't know. We got a lot of stuff to do. We're going to GopherCon. I am working on a Go course for O'Reilly Media. As much of it as I can do on stream, I will do on stream. I have to work on that tomorrow. There's no options, really. Like, it is kind of a little bit crunch time. So I got a busy couple months to work on that, and then it slows down a whole lot. After I have to get them the content several months before they publish it. And it's not a live course. It is a pre-recorded course. And hopefully once that's done, we can start making Go courses that are more generally available. But I don't know. The point is, I need somebody to give me $3 million so that I can just work on my data tooling full-time. I can get all of this stuff set up locally, and then I can just use my tools, and we can have a full home lab for testing and full environment. Right? Wouldn't that just be ideal? So, somebody set up the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe to raise my $3 million so I can just work on fun open source stuff all the time. Cool. Well, thanks, guys, as always, and I will see you next time.
More accurate.
Oh snap. Soy Patetic just raided us
Hey.
with 4 viewers. Oh snap. Soy Patetic just raided us with 4 views.